Friends, hello. Today the market is on edge. Bitcoin is holding steady, but Powell has us by the throat. 2 days ago at the FOMC meeting, he dropped a bomb that could change everything. He didn't cut rates, inflation is raging, and Trump's tariffs are wrecking the game. Is this a crash or a chance for BTC to hit $120,000? I'll break down what Powell said and why global liquidity is screaming, buy now. Plus, I'll share the coins I'm betting on right now before it's too late to grab profits. So make sure to like, subscribe, and let's dive into this chaos. Friends, 2 days ago, Powell turned the FOMC meeting into a full-blown financial thriller with an open ending. He left rates at 4.5%, no cuts at all, and the chats are screaming, "Where's our bull run, dude?" Everyone expected the Fed to slash rates to 4%, or at least 4.25%, flood the market with cash, and send BTC soaring to $120,000, but Powell slammed the brakes, like he got behind the wheel and turned off the engine. Why? Analysts from Cabesi Letter broke down exactly what Powell said and why. The economy is holding up, GDP is growing, but inflation is on fire. I can't tell exactly how much of it is Trump's tariffs and how much is just general chaos. Trump's tariffs are like a stab in the back. Goods from China used to cost $10, now they're $15. The dollar is trembling and prices in the US are skyrocketing. Powell admits, it's hard to quantify, but it's choking us. The market reacted. S&P dropped 0.5% in an hour, but BTC held strong. Why? Because there's a big positive sign. Here's the bombshell. Powell is slashing the Fed's balance sheet reductions from $25 billion to $5 billion per month. In May 2024, it was $60 billion. By December, it was $25 billion, and now it's barely $5 billion. Quantitative tightening is collapsing to zero. This is the final stretch before the money printer fires up again. In 2022, quantitative tightening crushed the market. BTC fell from $69,000 to $16,000. But now Powell is signaling, tightening is almost over, and by mid-2025, we're flipping bullish. So why isn't he cutting rates now? Because inflation is at 3.5%, BEA data for February 2025, still above the 2% target, and he fears overheating the economy. But listen up. Global liquidity is already exploding. China has pumped massive funds into factories, weakening the yuan and flooding markets with cash. Germany is pumping billions into military expansion, tanks, drones, defense spending equals more liquidity. Japan is printing yen like crazy. The dollar is sliding fast. DXY has dropped from 110 in January to 104 now, and that's a rocket booster for crypto. Powell is hinting, technical measures are our move to keep everything from collapsing. He's not stupid. He sees how China, the Eurozone, and Asia are pumping their economies while the US holds back. Over on X, people are saying, Powell is waiting for Trump to play his cards. And when the Fed finally cuts rates, and it's not far off, boom. But can we see a bull run without rate cuts? Yes, because the global money pump is already roaring. China, Germany, Japan are flooding liquidity into the system, and the dollar is weakening daily. The market hears Powell and is getting ready. Alts like Solana are already up 3% in 24 hours. BTC is holding at $84,000. This isn't just a pause, it's a launch pad before liftoff. Hold on to your coins, subscribe if you're thinking the same way. Don't miss what's coming next.
3, 2, 1, fire!
Friends, hold on to your wallets. Global liquidity, M2 Global, is our crystal ball, and right now it's drawing a map to crypto riches. This black chart on TradingView is like a prophecy. When liquidity drops, BTC and alts dive into the abyss, but when it surges, boom, a rocket to the moon. And you know what? We're on the brink of an explosion. Starting March 24, 2025, the market could skyrocket so hard you won't believe your eyes. This isn't just talk. I'm breaking down the facts, numbers, and examples so you can see for yourself. The bull run is knocking at the door, and I'm already packing my profits. Let's dig into this gold mine. Here's how this crystal ball works. Go to TradingView, search for M2 Global Second Option, set a 10-week delay, and you'll see how BTC and alts react with a lag. Why 10 weeks? Because money first flows into safe assets, bonds, real estate, stocks like the S&P 500, and then, like a rising tide, it reaches us in riskier assets like crypto. Look at history. In 2020, M2 skyrocketed 25% in a year. BTC went from 10,000 to 60,000 in 10 months. And alts like Solana jumped from $1 to $50. In 2022, liquidity was falling. BTC crashed from $69,000 to $16,000. Right now, M2 on the weekly chart is showing a bottom, and that's the signal. From March 24th, we're heading up. Want to check? Go to TradingView, load M2 Global, set it to a 10-week delay, and see the pattern for yourself. What's happening with the market right now? Panic is fading. Google Trends showed a massive spike in searches for a recession last week, the same fear peak as in 2018, when BTC was at $3,000. Then, it surged to $14,000 in 6 months. In 2022, panic hit. BTC dropped to $16,000, but then jumped to $30,000. Now, recession searches are dropping. From 100 points to 60 in a week, that's a bottom. On X, people are saying, crypto is waking up. BTC is holding at $84,000. Total crypto market cap has bounced back to $2.5 trillion, and it's ready to explode. Why? Because global liquidity is already flowing in. China injected billions into factories. The yuan weakened by 2% against the dollar. And money is moving into risk assets. Germany is pumping 50 billion euros a year into its military. Japan is printing 11 trillion yen in stimulus. Nikkei surged 5% in a month. And the dollar is slowly melting, and that's our jackpot. In 2021, a weak dollar pushed BTC from $30,000 to $69,000 in 10 months, an 80% correlation with M2. Now the same thing is happening. Weak dollar equals crypto rocket. My prediction, from March 24th, 2025, M2 will surge on the weekly chart. I can already see it in the candles. Some argue, not 10, but 15 weeks of delay. Okay, set it to 15. So what? In 2020, the 15-week model predicted BTC's jump from 10,000 to 20,000 before the real explosion to 60,000. The same thing is happening now, a short dip of 1 to 2 weeks, maybe BTC drops to $75,000, alts like SUI fall 10%, but then, boom, a bull run until December 2025. Imagine, BTC to $120,000, Solana to $250, SUI to $10. This is realistic if M2 repeats 2020. So let's talk about the coins in my portfolio right now. So let's start with Solana, which, in my opinion, is the brightest representative of Layer 1 blockchains. First of all, it's important to note that Solana is currently at the peak of its popularity. Of course, it has unfortunately lost some ground recently, but it remains one of the leading and most popular blockchains on the market. On top of that, we're seeing more and more news about Solana being included in various trusts, ETF applications, and similar institutional moves. And honestly, these are quite bullish and exciting indicators. So let's dive into the details. GMCI has launched an index to track US-based crypto protocols like Solana, Doge, and more. This is actually a strong signal as it demonstrates the overall policy currently being supported in the US. Crypto projects originating from the US will clearly receive more backing, which will push American investors toward these assets. The New York Stock Exchange has submitted a filing for the listing and trading of the Grayscale Solana Trust, once again showing the growing institutional interest in this coin. Moreover, the SEC has accepted Grayscale's application for a Solana ETF for review. which had previously been rejected by the last administration. By the way, the first Solana ETFs are already operational, but they are futures ETFs, not spot ETFs, which is what the entire market is really waiting for. Meanwhile, as we await the approval of spot ETFs, Solana is not standing still. The team, together with the New York administration, has created the first crypto hub. This will serve as an excellent place for networking and establishing a so-called safe workspace for blockchain developers and businesses. Let's talk about another Layer 1 blockchain, but not as big as the ones before. Friends, 2024 was a real breakthrough year for Sui. This young US-based project literally burst into the market with a huge ecosystem: DeFi, GameFi, and a ton of different utilities. TVL skyrocketed to an impressive $2 billion, marking a major milestone. However, we can now see a significant decline in this figure, but I'm not panicking. Let me explain why. First of all, Sui is an American project, which means that the pro-crypto wave from Trump is directly impacting it. Eric Trump recently tweeted that he holds SUI in his portfolio. Although on-chain analysts from Arkham claim that neither his wallet nor the World Liberty Financial wallets contain any SUI tokens. Hype or truth? You decide. Secondly, Sui is keeping up with the times. They are actively developing AI projects, but most importantly, they are going all in on gaming. Their crypto console, Suplay 0x1, announced at Sui Basecamp, is already available for pre-order. Imagine unique GameFi projects, player rewards. This is huge. But honestly, if the market doesn't pick up, people won't care much about crypto gaming. And now the latest updates. A partnership with Arkham was announced on March 7th on Cointelegraph, a big move for on-chain analytics. In May, Sui is set to host the Sui Basecamp conference in Paris. Expect major announcements and possibly a bullish rally. Now, let's move on to a standout representative of real-world assets. Ondo Finance is revolutionizing the world of real-world assets by building a bridge between traditional finance and the crypto world. The concept is simple, but extremely powerful: tokenizing stable, income-generating assets from the traditional financial sector and bringing them onto the blockchain. This means you get all the benefits of traditional investments but with the efficiency and accessibility that only blockchain can provide. Ondo operates in two main areas: asset management and technology. Asset management focuses on creating and overseeing tokenized financial products that combine the characteristics of traditional instruments with the advantages of blockchain. What truly sets Ondo apart from others is their approach to protocols. They develop autonomous protocols that, once launched, can function independently of Ondo. This highlights their commitment to decentralization and financial ecosystem autonomy. As a bonus, they have partnerships with giants like BlackRock, Citi, and JP Morgan, which only add to their credibility and security. It's also important to note that this is a US-based project, and such products are currently receiving increased attention and support from the Trump administration. Additionally, Ondo Finance is launching a platform for tokenizing US securities, providing access to over 1,000 assets from the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, including Apple, Tesla shares, and fixed-income ETFs. By the way, the Trump family's crypto project, World Liberty Financial, just announced that it is creating a strategic token reserve. The DeFi project, backed by Donald Trump, has acquired $470,000 in ONDO and plans to form a strategic reserve. Details have yet to be revealed, but this already looks extremely bullish. Now, let's move forward. Render Network is a project I've mentioned in my videos countless times, and for good reason. This token is truly transforming the industry by significantly reducing the costs and resources required for processing materials. It's a unique solution for industries where rendering quality plays a key role, and recently, Render made a significant move by migrating to the Solana blockchain. What makes Render the leader in its segment? It allows the processing of materials in any format, style, or quality level. While you're watching this video, you may have already seen footage processed using Render Network. But this isn't just about innovation, it's about trust. Apple is integrating render into its innovative glasses and new iPads with the M4 processor. NVIDIA has entered into a strategic partnership with Render, and the largest AI image generator plans to use this technology. And these aren't just paper partnerships. Major companies are actually incorporating Render into their daily operations. There are even rumors that the well-known 3D editor Blender is considering integrating Render into its processes. Render's inclusion in Grayscale's AI fund adds even more credibility. Meanwhile, the recent Octane Render update has significantly enhanced Render Network's functionality, making it even more convenient for creators. Additionally, Render has been added to 21 Shares ETP fund, which reflects the level of interest major investors have in this project. So, if you're still hesitating, let me put it simply, I am extremely bullish on Render. Let's stick to the AI narrative and dive straight into Near Protocol. Near aims to create a transparent and decentralized AI, making it accessible to everyone, not just corporations. In today's world, where automation and job reductions are becoming more pressing concerns, this approach looks extremely promising. What's particularly interesting is how Near integrates blockchain technology to solve AI-related problems. For example, they have already launched a developer program where 6 teams are working on various projects, ranging from open data solutions to crypto models, AI commerce, and cloud computing. These initiatives have the potential to significantly accelerate Near's development. In fact, this is the only token from this list that doesn't have many fresh updates. However, I still managed to find some interesting news and announcements. DWF Labs announced strategic support for teams launching AI agents on Near. The Near team also revealed plans to create the world's largest open-source AI model. The project is estimated to be worth $160 million, which they plan to finance through token sales. Near holders will receive profits from the model's usage. Grayscale's top 20 coins with the highest potential report also includes Near Protocol, which speaks volumes about its growth prospects. Honestly, I believe many are seriously underestimating this token. Near is truly positioning itself as a leader in the AI market, and they are making solid breakthroughs in this sector. ICP has demonstrated significant growth this year, and I would even say it has become one of the biggest revelations of the past year. It was, and remains, the first blockchain to successfully build a truly decentralized AI directly on-chain. Even during recent market downturns, ICP held up remarkably well, avoiding major price crashes. This clearly signals strong investor confidence in the project. Now let's talk about the latest updates, as there have been many, and they're quite exciting. For example, Dfinity recently locked 25% of the total token supply for 8 years. This move highlights their long-term commitment to the project. Just to put this into perspective, 142 million ICP tokens, worth $998 million, are now locked away for nearly a decade, and I'm confident that in 8 years, this amount will be worth significantly more. ICP has always positioned itself as a project focused on sustainable development, surrounding itself with top experts in the field. Additionally, the team has continuously emphasized the importance of decentralized AI. Another groundbreaking feature that could attract a huge wave of new users to the blockchain is the Caffeine AI project. The main goal of Caffeine AI is to make web application development accessible to everyone. It's a tool that allows users to develop apps using simple text commands. Imagine this: you just type out what you need, whether it's adding Gmail authentication, integrating internet identity, or changing the design, and the tool automatically executes these tasks. I truly hope that all these developments combined will provide a huge boost for Internet Computer Protocol's growth. That's all for now. I've highlighted only the assets that currently seem significantly undervalued. Of course, my portfolio contains many more coins, so if you're interested in learning about them, let me know in the comments. Remember, this is just my personal opinion and not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned for more crypto coin reviews. See you next time.